Okay.
Hello everyone. How are you? I feel and I strongly believe everyone is doing great in their life, in their career. Along with me, I have Santosh ji, Mr. Santosh Modi, who is basically a technical trainer, a decent technical trainer, I would say, and he is a career transformation coach. And I also have a similar kind of profession. By profession, I am a pre-sales, I am a solution architect, I am selling solutions, I am technically positioning solutions to my customers, to my prospects, and also I have a passion to help the people, to help the people who need the guidance in their career, in their life. So over to you, Santosh ji.
Yeah. Thank you, Purshottam ji, for introducing me and welcome to this YouTube channel. Uh, having pleasure to have you here, and great to know that you are coming from the background with the technical plus pre-sales, right? So that's really amazing combination. But generally, very rarely people will have it, isn't it? Right. So you have shortly introduced myself. So uh, let me also talk about a little bit my background as well, right? So I am basically IT professional, uh, working into IT, but I'm more passionate about career catching, mentoring. Basically, I also love to help people, like Purushottam ji say, right? I also love to help people in all aspect of life. I think career is the best option, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
helping a people to earn money to build their own good life because of their very good earning potential, and they're able to fulfill their lives as well. So that's where I'm coming from. Yeah. Over to you, Purushottam ji.
absolutely. So I want to talk about a very deep topic, and the topic is the stagnant growth. Our career is stagnant sometimes. We feel that we are not going forward, we are stuck somewhere. There are many reasons to that, and it is basically a very big problem. A problem which can give you tension, maybe you are not happy, and there is a chain reaction. If you are not happy, then the environment around you, maybe your wife, your kid, you will not make them happy because you are not happy. That is a problem. It's a big problem. And in today's webinar or today's session, we are trying to drill down why those problems are there. So what do you think, Santosh ji? I think we people sometimes stop thinking about how can we excel in our career. Sometimes we are in comfort zone. So I wanted to understand your thoughts.
Yeah, sure. I think we all have uh, certain challenges in our life as well. I mean, real time as well, right? So I have come across these challenges. I stuck two, three times in my whole career where I was stagnant in the career growth, was stagnant in the salary growth as well. And sometimes because my wife is housewife, and
Mhm.
I proudly say that she's housewife. But there were certain time, where, as you said, right, it impacts family as well, right? So when I was feeling down in my life, like, okay, hey, my salary is less, right? And that's when I used to say, see, others' wives are working, right? You are not working, right? So these kind
Hmm.
of thoughts used to come, and sometimes used to also have a fight. That is natural, isn't it? Because when you go through
Right.
some challenges, either personal or financial, right, there will not be silent mode. I mean, if you're silent mode, I think you're going to be kill yourself silently, right? So better to
Yes.
like kind of झगड़ा करके थोड़ा सा अपना वड़ास निकाल लो, दैट इज हाउ वी बेसिकली वी ऑल ह्यूमन बीइंग शुड बी.
जी.
So yes, I also had gone through these challenges, and I overcome it. So most important
Hmm.
part is I've every time I gone through these challenges, I have overcome it, and then I jump, right, and then I jump and then get into another level of career where for at least 2 3 years, I can get into good salary, right, and then again that stagnant will be keep continuing. That's how industry works. Yeah.
Yes, very right. You have brought up a good point कि आप भड़ास कहाँ निकालें, and you need to be very careful when you are speaking up with someone. You need to find someone who can relate with you, who can understand you, and whom you can trust. कि ये आदमी मेरे दिल की बातें और किसी को नहीं बोलेगा. They will not let me down in front of others. तो एक वो पॉइंट मुझे लगता है कि we need to find someone, probably a mentor, who can understand, who had been through those phases of life, and who really want to help someone. That is my thought. And you rightly mentioned that every time life hits you, you hit it back. That is the spirit. हार नहीं माननी है लाइफ में. अगर हार रहे हैं, कोई बॉल अगर नीचे गिर रहा है एक 10वें फ्लोर से, तो वो 2 टाइम्स ऊपर जाएगा जब वो बाउंस बैक करेगा. We need to think about bouncing back in our career. Some of me have gone through laid off, and maybe there were salary cuts during COVID, but strong people always bounce back. That's true. They make their own way. And I wanted to understand how you have made your own way to reach that level.
Yes, I think this example rightly fit into me. The day COVID started, my salary got cut,
Hmm.
and of course expenses were same, but salary got cut, right? And then that's why I started thinking of what was I should do now. I mean, during COVID time, like everyone is scared about how industry is going to be and how things will be, whether the job will be there or not. So, we're in very much survival mode.
Correct.
And once COVID is stable, I took a decision that yes, no, this is not going to be there for long term. And I bounced back. I started developing myself. I mean, by the time, yes, rightly said, no, like mentors should be there, but I think
Hmm.
few years back we were not aware about this mentorship program and who can help us to go there. But yes, by myself only, and with the help of friends, your colleagues, but someone will help you. Someone will be guiding you. Universe will
Hmm.
send you someone who will be coming on your way to give you some path, give you some hope. बोलते हैं ना, स्मॉल छोटी सी चिंगारी भी आपको अच्छा कुछ भी कर सकती है, राइट? तो I was like that,
Absolutely.
like, and one of my colleagues said, "Hey, why you're not trying to Scrum Master role from QA
Hmm.
manager role, right?" And then I checked with my couple of friends, those were my classmates, and they're playing those roles. And then, बोलते ना एक चिंगारी, I thought, okay, let me move on. And then I took a leap of faith, and then I started exploring that career as a career, a different career altogether. Of course, it was not easy. We'll also have a risk, like आप QA manager में हो तो आप Scrum Master कैसे बन जाओ? You don't
Hmm.
have any experience into it, right? So it's always risk, right? But I don't know. Since my childhood, like I'm very much courageous to take steps, bold step always, right? So I took that
Hmm.
leap of faith. What will happen next, right? You know, let me try. And I started exploring, started learning, started taking training, putting certification. You know, investment was there. See, salary got cut, but I was looking out to career change. Then you have to put investment as well. Most of the time,
Hmm.
like we feel that you have to save money, but if you save money, yes, that is one area of it. But if you have to improve something, then you have to put that money as well. So वो बोलते हैं ना, गाड़ी में माइलेज चाहिए तो आपको पेट्रोल डालनी पड़ेगी ना, पेट्रोल डाले बगैर गाड़ी कैसे आगे बढ़ेगी? So
Correct.
same thing, right? I mean, I thought let me put into, because that is something good for me,
Hmm.
and I put the money as well. Took 3 to 6 months time, did whatever it required, the certification, training, learning. I started giving interview. Even first 5 interview, I still remember. I was completely silent when they're asking some real time scenario questions. But
Hmm.
each interviews was, helping me to improve, to go to the next level, to the next level. And within 6 months, that is my data which I've collected, and it was my lifetime, called experience, which I can say. Within 6 I gave 25 interviews, and of course every interview was improving myself as well. Like whatever I was not able to answer, that next time I will make sure I'll answer that. So finding those answers from friends, colleagues, and your YouTube, right? YouTube channel, there is a called Career Stuck. I want to big thank to that person, uh, the channel, owner. They're like running like very good, uh, uh, called real time scenario questions and answers, right? And then I was basically watching a lot of time those videos, understanding the real time scenario, and that's how I transform
Hmm.
myself. So basically, virtually, you can say they were my mentor, who were guiding me to go through this and get the experience.
Yeah.
And yes, I was having 6 offers after this transition of 6 months of journey, giving 25 interview. I was having 6 different offers, and of course I doubled my salary as well. So that was the jump, as I said it, you rightly said, when you hit the ball, from the 10th floor, right, it will go, double of the height, and I did the same thing. So yeah, that was my journey.
That nice. Very nice to hear you. It was an inspiring story. And during COVID, let me tell you my example. I lost my job. I was working with VMware and I lost my job. One day, I remember it was Saturday, and my manager called me randomly and he said, Purushottam, are you available right now? We want to have a word. I said, I thought maybe some customer escalation is there or maybe some urgency is there related to my work, but it was something different. He asked me that his manager is also on the call, who used to be the national solution architect head, and we had a joint call. So I went to the call and I said, yes, sir, what happened? Very short notice and on Saturday. So my solution architect head was very was looking very sad, to be very precise, because it was his team who was getting to be impacted because of that global decision made by my organization. So he told me, Purushottam, unfortunately, I have to disclose that you have to put down your papers. I was a bit shocked. I was said, what? He said, yes, you need to resign immediately in front of me. There will be a severance package, maybe for 6 months. There were two, three options. If you resign within a notice period of 2 months, you will be given some 2 months additional salary, and you can start looking out and you can find the job and you move away. Other option was you stay with us till 4 months, and if at all there is a requirement within the department or internal departments, we can move you. There can be an option because we find you an asset. So, because it was a COVID situation, I was not sure that I'm getting any good job matching my package. My package was quite good at that time. So, I decided to stay in the organization. I said, okay, sir, no problem. I understand the situation. I resign and I'm staying here for 4 months. And if at all you find something better for me, you can have me on call. I'm ready to take that position. And then I remember my immediate boss asked me, He asked me to uh, talk to a person who was sitting in Singapore, and he was basically heading the entire India team. He was a APAC leader, and I I talked to my manager. I said, "Boss, what I am supposed to talk to him?" My boss said, "Whatever good things you have done, how you have solved the problems with a good result or with a justified outcome, you just tell him." So, what I have done, and this is a practical situation, this can happen to anyone. That's why I'm explaining it little bit more in more details. So, if at all you are in certain situation, first of all, you must think about what good or what better work you have done in your career. Make a list of that. Then think in the star format. Situation was like this. There was a task, right? Then what actions I have taken. Then what was the result. So you must craft your interview, structure your interview in the star format. Like this was the situation. I was given a task. I took these many actions, and that was the result. Likewise, I created a PPT, not more than 4 or 5 pages, but whatever best things I had done during my entire career, I listed it down in the same format. And then I presented. I was very good, even I am very good in whiteboarding. I can whiteboard uh, complex topics in a very simple manner. So I created a whiteboarding slide, and then I presented it to that gentleman, showing that, see, this is how I present to the people so that they can understand well using the real time example. He was impressed. And then I remember he asked me a question, Purushottam, if you have a product and you want to reach to many people, maybe millions of people or 10,000 people, for an example, what would you do? I took a pause. I thought, what would I do? And then an idea clicked into my mind. I said, I will create a video and I will put it on the LinkedIn or any social media, YouTube, and I can reach out to people. If my content is good and people are resharing it, then probably I can reach out to the target audiences. And you must be surprised. He immediately asked me, Ki Purushottam, please go ahead and create a short video, not more than 5 minutes. Create a short video of any topic or any product of your interest, and then share that video to me, and also publish it to the social media profile, whatever social media profile you like. Then I said, okay. And what I have done, I have whiteboarded that video, the content, created a video, recorded it, and published it to YouTube. That was my first video on YouTube. I shared that video to that gentleman who was the APAC head. And then I think within 2 days, I got a confirmation that I am selected for a APAC role. And this was an opportunity in disaster for me. At one time, I was thinking like I was laid off. And within few days, I got an opportunity. I was working at a regional role, only looking after Delhi NCR region. And when I got that opportunity, I was offered a national role. So I bounced back. And then I thought very deeply कि लाइफ में लड़ना मत छोड़ो यार, हार मत मानो। जिस दिन तुमने हार मान ली उस दिन तुम हार जाओगे। लाइफ का नाम है आगे बढ़ना और मुश्किलों से लड़ाई करना। दिस इज माय स्टोरी। ओवर टू यू।
Yes, I think great deepening. You have deepened dive this because this, I think, the story will help a lot of people to get inspired when they get laid off. I mean, by God grace, I have not seen this situation. I know the people who will go through this pain. Of course, it requires courage.
Yeah.
Uh, I have touched upon, but in my career, but did not get
Mhm.
fired. Right. So before that, I took action. Then I was saved. Looked out at different project, then moved to the location, different location in 2017. But I like your quote, right? भागना भागना नहीं है, right? I was just
बिल्कुल।
watching recently a movie called Srikant. So it is
ओके।
again a very inspirational movie. मैंने जो उससे उसका जो पॉइंट लिया था वो एक ही लिया था कि लड़ना सीखो जिंदगी से, भागना नहीं, क्योंकि वो भाग तो सकता नहीं था, was
बिल्कुल
always
सही
fighting.
बात। हाँ।
तो I always did the same thing. I mean, whenever the challenges has come in front of me, I always thought, pause myself, thought it, what I should do now. One easy way is to give up. बस यार
वेरी
हो
इजी।
गया, very
हाँ।
easy. But the second thought comes, Santosh, you are not that person to run away from that situation. So since childhood, this habit was there. Don't know,
हम्म।
by growing my parents. That's how I built it. By nature, whatever grace, whatever I was having, that God grace. But yes, that's how I have been. Face the situation and then move on, and then move on, then move on. And today I'm here, where trying to help a lot of people, impact a lot of lives,
हम्म।
wherever I can, however I can, and that is what I'm passionate about. Because in job, I think it can impact very few people who are working within a team, right? But if you become mentor and coach, I think we can impact millions of lives, and that's, I think,
यस।
we are all in the mission, right, to impact millions of lives around the world. And that is something which is really giving us to live a fulfillment life, rather
हम्म।
than just living for just 9 to 5 job, or living in a home and just staying or enjoying our life only. So yeah, I think very much covered the aspect of the entire career, and then deep down into the struggle as well as the bounce back, right? Yeah.
हम्म।
Uh, as a career transition coach, I would like to share something which generally people face it. Is
या।
called the fear. The fear. Can I change my job? Can I change my skill set? Right? I don't have any experience there, and this is the common fear people face it. What if I learn, but where I will know where to apply, how to use, right? Skill you can
हम्म।
develop, but where to apply this skill? I mean, I was having interaction with one gentleman today, and he's also from QA manager, QA role, QA automation role. And his most fear part was, if I start something new, and if I'm not able to focus here, I may lose my job, and I have EMI. The person working for 10 plus years of experience into one domain, if you're learning something else, you're not going to leave away this job, right, till you get into something else. So it's all
एब्सोल्युटली।
about how do you take it up. You do your 9, 10, 10 hours job, whatever job you're doing, whatever role you're playing. Don't leave that part. Give your 100% there. But apart
हम्म।
from that, build your parallel skill. Work on there. Now, in today's world, I don't think so. There is a challenge of exploring and getting experience, right? Lot of free things are there, open sources there.
राइट।
GitHub Copilot is there, where you can practice a couple of projects, talk to your friends, some network, where people are working there. You can get their scenario, what they're working on, what they're facing, the real time challenge.
Yeah.
can be gained, and can be developed that skill set, and can get some experience. Of course, till at least till crack the interview, you can get that experience. In fact, when I joined as a scrum master, even I joined as a senior scrum master, not having any experience,
Hmm.
first first 3 months it was not easy for me. Every other person was telling me what I supposed to do as a scrum master, and I was listening like a kid because I was not knowing it what I supposed to do at the real time. So I said, okay, thank you for advising me. I was listening everyone. I was not responding back, hey, you don't tell me. I never said that because I was knowing that, like I have not that have experience. Let me listen everyone. At the same time, also like exploring what is right, what is wrong, and I was taking that action. First 3 months for me also it was challenging. For people maybe it may be 6 months challenge, right? But any company you join, they'll give you 3 months, 6 months time to learn and grow. Even though you will not perform, then definitely there will be risk. But
Yes.
I mean, if you can give 100% there, once you get into job, I don't think so. There'll be any risk, right? So there's something biggest challenge or fear people will have it to transition their career from skill one to skill two, where they stagnate with the salary, their career growth, and they're not able to take the action. For them, the simple advice: take a leap of faith, find someone who can guide you, help you, right? Take a mentorship program, do learning, do some certification, get some expertise there, start facing interview. They are the top secret, which is going to be applicable for everyone, right? And once you land into job will teach you everything. Of course, they'll not be straightforward, they'll not be smooth road, they'll be not right like a highway. There'll
Yeah.
be bumps will be there, but that bumps will teach you more, you know more precisely, like what needs to be done. And then you can successfully then drive the career further. You'll have very good growth, you'll have very good salary as well. Rather stuck into the career growth as well salary for long run, so many
Yes.
years, and then you're crying every day, hey, I'm not growing, my salary is less, company is not giving me a hike, right? Rather crying every day, take this step and and get into that transition phase, and then you will be there. We have been there, right? So yeah, it's like star method, you can use it, and probably it will help you in every part of the life. I mean, not only into changing a job, I think it helps everywhere, right? Yeah.
Absolutely true. And let me tell you what is the full form of fear. Fear stands for forget everything and run. I repeat, F for forget, E for everything, A for and, R for run. Forget everything and run. Just think about running, creating new milestones, challenging your own self. Whatever have you achieved in your life, think of कि मुझे इससे ज़्यादा करना है, अभी ख़त्म नहीं हुआ है. तो यही है, लाइफ यही है, करियर यही है. आपको यहीं पे रहना है और मेहनत करनी है. There are no shortcuts. And what do you think, Santosh ji? Comfort zone can be a reason. As you
Yes.
mentioned, that gentleman, probably he was in a comfort zone. कि मुझे सैलरी मिल रही है, क्यों खामखा मैं एक्शन करूं, क्यों एक चैलेंज लूं, एक एडिशनल चैलेंज लूं लाइफ में, एक रिस्क लूं. तो
Yes, true.
कभी कभी हम लोग ये सोचने लग जाते हैं, और ये हमेशा मुझे लगता है मिड एज करियर जो होता है ना, उसमें आप ज़्यादा सोचते हो ऐसा कि एक ही जगह पे लाइफ काट दूं, पेंशन मिल जाएगी, और बच्चों को पढ़ा दूंगा, उनकी शादी कर दूंगा, थोड़ा बहुत जो पैसा बचेगा उस पैसे से रिटायरमेंट लाइफ जी लेंगे, घर बना लेंगे. दिस इज व्हाट आवर पेरेंट्स हैड डन.
Yes.
What I feel, my father worked for 40 years, and he could barely uh, build a house for us, and he could buy a car. That's it. And the reason was I think he thought that he's satisfied. Sometimes he tell me कि पुरुषोत्तम लाइफ में बहुत सेटिस्फाई मत हुआ करो. Keep on challenging yourself. What I could not do, you must do. तुम्हारे पीछे मैं बैठा हुआ हूँ. और जब आपके फादर ऐसे आपको बोले तो आपको एक पुश मिलता है. या कोई भी मेंटर आपको ऐसे बोले कि जाओ, गो एंड जंप इन द रिवर, आई एम देयर टू सेव यू, दैट विल गिव यू अ कॉन्फिडेंस कि हाँ मेरे पीछे है कोई, मुझे डूबने नहीं देगा.
True, true.
सो
Yeah,
दैट्स द स्टोरी ऑल टुगेदर.
yeah. Thank you, Purushottam ji, putting your heart out, and hope this stories will motivate a lot of people to take action. And I also heard first time this new definition of fear. So thank you for sharing that. You know, new
माई प्लेजर,
perspective,
माई प्लेजर.
and really really great insight about it. And uh, viewer, you can keep following us. You can put comment as well if you need to something to be addressed. Whatever you are going through, we'll definitely bring that in through this YouTube media, and then you can get benefit out of it. And I think
Surely.
that's all for today session. Purushottam ji, thank you so much for coming and
You're
contributing
welcome.
here.
You're
Yeah,
welcome. Whoever is listening to this webcast or podcast, they can follow me at Learn with Purushottam. I have a YouTube channel. You can follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, and you can follow Santosh Ji, who is the train the trainer, who is on a mission to train the trainer. That's all from my side. Thank you so much,
yeah,
Santosh Ji.
yeah. Thank you, Purushottam ji. Yeah,
Ji.
thank you, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.